Hi friends, this video is to guide you through Language Skills, Unit 16, Lesson 7. The title of this lesson is Growing Words B. The materials that you will need for this lesson include your Language Arts Lesson Guide, pages LS 317 and 318. You will also need your K-12 Language Arts Activity Book, page LS61, and a pair of scissors. Please pause this recording as you collect your materials. All right, friends, we are ready to get started. If you can turn in your activity book to page 61, this is what you will see. Introduce growing words. There are 6 pictures on this page, and I want us to talk about what each of these words mean. These are our new vocabulary words for this lesson. The first picture here, it shows a flower. A flower is a blossom on a plant. This next picture shows a bud. And a bud is a small pointed lump on a plant that will grow into a flower or a leaf. So before it is a flower, it is a bud. Our next vocabulary word for this lesson is garden. And a garden is a piece of land where flowers, fruits, and vegetables are grown. Some of you may have seen a garden before. Some of you may even have a garden where you live. Our next word is seedling, and a seedling is a young plant that has been grown from a seed. So it starts as a seed, and as it grows into a young plant called a seedling. Our next vocabulary word is vegetable, and a vegetable is a plant or part of a plant such as carrots or beans that is used for food. So this is a plant that you can eat. And our last word for this lesson is grain. And grain is the seed of plants such as wheat, rice, or corn. So these are our vocabulary words for this lesson. I would like for you to take your scissors and cut these pictures out. You will cut along the dotted lines, and then you will have 6 different cards. So please pause this recording and cut out the pictures on page 61 in your activity book. Great job, friends. Now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about the vocabulary words that we just learned. I want you to take your cards and spread them out in front of you on the table. And I would like for you to pick the cards with words relating to food. So if it is a picture, if it's the word that relates to food, I would like for you to set those cards aside. I'm going to let you pause this recording and talk with your learning coach and decide which of these cards relate to food and set those aside. Great job! You may have these 3 cards in front of you. This first card is the picture of the garden, and that is a piece of land where flowers, fruits, and vegetables are grown. So you can grow fruits and vegetables in a garden, so that's how that picture relates to food. The next one you may have chosen is a vegetable, and remember, a vegetable is a plant or part of a plant that is used for food. Examples of vegetables are carrots or beans, and these are parts of the plant that we can eat that are used for food. And you might also have set aside the card that is a grain, and grain is the seed of plants such as wheat, rice, or corn. So these are 3 of the cards that you may have chosen that relate to food. Very good job, friends. You can add those cards back with the rest of the cards. Now you will have all 6 cards laid out in front of you. And I'm going to ask you another question. Pick the cards with words relating to flowers. Which of the cards have words that relate to flowers? Talk to your learning coach about this and pause the recording as you set those cards aside. Good, friends. You may have set aside these 4 cards. The first one here is flower, and if you remember, a flower is a blossom on a plant. You also may have set aside this card, which is bud, and a bud is a small pointed lump on a plant that will grow into a flower or a leaf. So remember, I said it's a bud before it turns into a flower. So that relates to flowers. And also a garden, because you can grow flowers or fruits and vegetables in a garden. And a garden is a piece of land where flowers, fruits, and vegetables are grown. So you may have selected that card as well. And you also may have selected the card that says seedling, and that is a young plant that has grown from a seed. So very good job, friends. Give yourselves a round of applause. I have one more question I want to ask you about these cards, so add those cards back with the others, and you will have all 6 cards laid out in front of you. And I would like for you to pick the cards with words relating to plants. Is this a trick question? Let's think about this one. Pick the cards with words relating to plants. Talk to your learning coach about this, and you can pause the recording and set aside the cards that are related to plants. Good job. So this kind of was a trick question because all of these cards that we have are related to plants. They can all be related to plants. So I'm going to go over the definitions with you one more time, and we will talk about each of these cards. Here we have a seedling. A seedling is a young plant that has been grown from a seed. Here we have a garden. A garden is a piece of land where flowers, fruits, and vegetables are grown. So plants grow in a garden. The flower is the blossom on a plant. Vegetable is a plant or part of a plant, such as carrots or beans, that is used for food. So a vegetable is a plant as well. And here we have a grain. Grain is the seed of plants, such as wheat, rice, or corn. And then the last one we have is that bud, and remember, it's a bud before it's a flower. A bud is a small pointed lump on a plant that will grow into a flower or a leaf. So you could have set all the cards aside because all of the cards are related to plants. Excellent job, my kindergarten friends. Now, if you need extra practice with this lesson, you can get index cards, and on one side of the index card you can write the word, and on the other side you can write the definition of the word. So go ahead and pause this recording if you need additional practice and would like to complete the index card activity. Now we are ready to move on to the online portion of the lesson. So you can log into the OLS and pull up Language Skills Unit 16, Lesson 7. And you can pause this recording as you get this lesson pulled up on your computer. Now, the first thing you will do is you will click on the left side on Lesson Navigator. We have completed the vocabulary activity offline, so you can click on Skills Update, Review Manner Words. Please have your student complete the Skills Update and Review Manner Words. You can pause this recording as your student completes this activity. Super job! Now we are going to do the Growing Words activity in the OLS. So your student is now ready to review the vocabulary for the growing words that we learned today. So please pause this recording and have your student complete this activity. Great job. You are finished with today's lesson. All you need to do is mark your lesson complete and enter attendance for today. Don't forget to fill out our attendance survey. The link for the attendance survey is located at the top of your kindergarten MIC. And that just lets us know who watched this video. When you get to the topic, you can enter Language Skills, Unit 16, Lesson 7. I hope that this video was helpful. Have a wonderful day.